a very ambitious title, and the good news or bad news, which one? So there's a certain irony because time and tide wait for no one, and then in this case, you employ visual aids. You didn't have the time went by as well as the tide. But it's something to do also with why do bad things happen to good people? Why did this happen to Günsel but not Rassi? Because here's the thing, Rassi thinks like the devil. I mean, he will get prepared. He will not only get prepared, test his items, he will have backup stuff, and he will think, what if somebody does something evil? And he will think in so many ingenious ways as to how things could possibly go wrong.
Is that my evaluation or his?
I'm using you as an illustrative point.
Just
It's best practice. So in that regards, preparedness. But here's the thing, I think that this manual itself was mentioning about a backup plan, and then in a way, the entire way in which you had to put your visuals together, reinforcement, it was in a way, reminding you in many ways, you should really have your visuals. Did you have this? And so following that would be a good idea. Now, so basically I'm focusing on the negatives first, and then I'll move on to the positives. The negative, there isn't a whole lot to say about, so I will move on to the positives. At one point, you have the pantomime artists who do not have anything visual, but basically use imaginary objects, imaginary situations, and make really the best out of it. So in this case, you managed to improvise and adapt it to the situation. Yes, all of my visuals are gone. There are no visuals. But even though you did not have any visuals to present to the audience, you were already very well immersed in your visuals. You already knew what the visuals were. So in that regards, it gave you a strong narrative skills. You were able to convey your ideas very well. And then there's a certain irony between the story we're telling and the situation you got in, but it's basically a learning experience. We learn by doing, and suggestions-wise, excellent narrative skills. You did not let the situation affect your morale. You maintain, most important of all, you maintained the audience's motivation and respect towards you. So in that regards, you didn't panic, but most important of all, the audience was more than happy to, paying attention to your story, because it's a great story, and especially when you have responsibility with significant portfolio of cash, funds, and so forth. You really have to make split-second decisions, and in means of previous lectures, the previous projects, you display full competency and extraordinary, but on the visual part, some improvement, but still great speech.